Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video talking about things that I have been using that have brought me joy versus some things that I've been using that have brought to me frustration. Got a lot of things that I've been using that I'm really happy with. Only a few things that have kind of like, wouldn't recommend this, wouldn't buy it again, wasn't exactly a joyful experience from beginning to end. Although I don't have a lot in this particular video, I know coming up I'm going to definitely have more beauty related stuff. I've been going in here and using powder blushes, using highlighters, getting a bit more into my non-binary makeup experience. And I will be having, when I have all of my makeup all together how I want it to be, I'll probably have a makeup collection video as well as doing makeup rotation videos. But without further ado, usually I have a handbag. This time around I don't have a handbag because I have literally been using the same handbag that I had been in my previous hits and misses, because I have not actually filmed this review. It is full and nasty and gnarly. I've just been hauling this around. That review is definitely on the docket for videos that I need to film, but basically I've just been using this ever since that video still. But a little shout out to my Tumblr. One thing that I've gotten into, well, not recently at this point, it's been quite a few months, has been beloved, blessed cold brew. Because basically I was at Walmart and I was like, I'll treat myself to one of those pre-mixed Starbucks ones. And I was like, you know what? I bet if I got cold brew, creamer, and oat milk, I'd be able to make that for a lot cheaper and have a lot more of it. And so while loving that, I had been using one of my dad's Yeti tumblers, and it got to the point where he was like, I need you to stop taking my stuff out of the house. Okay, so I just went into Marshall's and got Kate Spade, which polka dots. I love how we've come from being an iconic designer to putting polka dots on a tumbler, and that's enough to brand something as Kate Spade and put a hefty price tag on it, though this was at Marshall's, so the price tag was a lot less. I will say the top broke, busted. I'm using one of my dad's Yeti tops here. I find that kind of funny, but I will not lie and say that this hasn't been a everyday accessory for me, because God bless if I don't have my cold brew. And it's also so funny because I just enjoy coffee as a beverage, and so it'll be 7 p.m. and I'm like, you know, I could really go for a coffee right now. And my buddy's like, I swear to God, you put some coffee in this engine right here, we'll never go to sleep. So I have to be pretty careful about when I have coffee, but having this and being able to just nice cold coffee, keep it in the car, it's still cold, keep it in the whatever, it's still cold. And Lord knows I'll be strung up by my toenails before I have a Stanley. However, with talking about cold brew, I love oat milk. It is my absolute favorite. I love the way it makes my coffee taste. I don't have any aversion to dairy or any moral standing about choosing oat milk over dairy, and I don't have any issues processing dairy. I just like the way it tastes better. And I got this Coffee Mate Natural Bliss Oat Creamer Plant-Based Brown Sugar. And while it did give my coffee a nice taste to it, this brown sugar, believe it or not, doesn't actually fully melt. And so at the end of my coffee, I'd have little brown sugar grounds, little pieces still in here. For the, you'd have to shake it up really hard, and even then there was brown sugar bits and frittly bits all over. It was extremely sticky and icky and goopy. And for the flavor and the oat milk and everything, and the fact that this isn't a diet, because I am diabetic and typically the creamers that I have are 0 sugar. I understand there are issues with those as well as buying the sugared ones, but this just not one. Like I said, it tasted really good, pretty good, but for how goopy and gobby and nasty and non-disintegratory the brown sugar was, it just wasn't worth it to buy it again. Not something I would recommend to any of my coffee cold brew loving individuals out there. One that I do love, which I will leave a picture of here because it's currently at my work, is the Italian sweet cream creamer. The fact that this one comes in the 0 sugar, just because I was using just kind of the regular. I have the brew, I have the oat milk, and then a little bit of creamer and Splenda. And so I'd just been using kind of like the standard vanilla creamer. And I was like, Italian sweet cream, 0 sugar, and it tastes delicious. Even just a little bit of this, I try to be fairly judicious when it comes to how much I put in, even though it is 0 sugar. I'm like, all right, trying to make healthier choices. Don't put half a cup in here. And you can just taste the depth and the complexity of just, you're like, yep, that tastes like Italian sweet cream, though I've probably never actually had Italian sweet cream, but boy, does it taste good. Gonna talk about some beauty and skincare products. This is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in medium brown, just like the CoverGirl one I talked about in my previous hits and misses. It's just really waxy. It's a pain in the butt to get this to really, you gotta press really hard, and really it's not excessively pigmented. And I mean, if you're someone who's going for a more natural brow, I will state the same as what I stated in that previous one. I have trichotillomania, which I am prone to either plucking out my eyebrows or digging into my eyebrow area, creating sores that make it so I don't have the nicest or the fullest of natural brows, so I need something with a bit more pigment, a bit more coverage, whereas this really does require you to just really press firm, and then it just these are ones that I'm using. I'm currently using up the CoverGirl one out of spite because it does the job. I have eyebrows and such with it. Same with this one. I have one of my Almay ones. My holy grail is the ABH one, but I haven't had it in me to buy a $26 eyebrow pencil, especially when I have one from Almay on backup that I know I like and I use from the drugstore. Using these out of spite, using them up, they get the job done. Definitely not something, this one or the CoverGirl are ones that I would repurchase under any sort of circumstance, even though the e.l.f. one is pretty stinking affordable. It's like $5. I have been using and am over halfway done with the Bliss, well, yes, Glow Boosting Multivitamin Toner. Usually I go for a exfoliating toner, the glycolic acid one from Good Molecules. There's one from e.l.f. that they don't make anymore. There's one from Pixie Skin Treats, but I went through my skincare backup drawer and I had this toner and was like, well, I have it. I might as well use it and try it. I've had a lot of luck with the Bliss products, although I used to get them at Walmart and I don't see them at Walmart anymore. So if any of y'all have information concerning that and their existence, definitely let me know. There are quite a few products that I love from them. They have a exfoliator that I recommend just as much as the Dr. Brandt one. It is so good and it leaves your face feeling so fresh, so rejuvenated, so ready to just soak up all the products you're going to put on your face. But you can see my skin here. It'll be interesting to see after I go to one of the exfoliating toners when I finish this up, how my skin reacts to that, because with using this, it's been good. It's been nice, it's been clear, it's been bright. I think that my skincare routine has maintained really well while I've been using this. The only issues I've been having with my skin is I've been battling with, for some reason, it comes in, it fades out. There doesn't seem to be any sort of why or what with why it shows up, but really, really bad, like thick, dry patches there and there and here, and sometimes here. They just come up from the depths of my hormones and just like really thick, gnarly, dry bits. Take so much babying, so much just to keep them from not just taking over my whole entire. And for a lot of my, even in my teen years, I used to get really bad, flaky, dry, just a segment, just a bit, like a penny-sized segment that's just dry and flaking and sloughing and nasty. But that's been something I feel like in and of itself, and this has been maintaining. I would say that if you're someone who likes to have a milder toner, but something that still really helps your skin retain a nice barrier, a nice brightness, I think this would be a good affordable option to look into. I definitely like it. I enjoy it. It's done nice things with my skin, maintained how well it looks. I think this would definitely be good for someone with normal skin. I'm normal to dry. I'm not sure how people with normal or normal to oily or oily skin this would work for, but for me and my normal to dry skin, I've had a really good experience using this. Another product that I have really been enjoying, and this is definitely something that I would repurchase, this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. And while it is more of just a straight up like cream based one, it's not water to gel or gel to water or whatever. I have been using this as my everyday daytime moisturizer. At night, I typically would lend to using a more creamy one like this, and for my daytime have like a Cica cream one or that gel to water texture formula. But this one, while having a lot of hydration, still looks really nice, really natural on the skin. It doesn't get cakey, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel greasy. Like the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, which is what I use at night, I find that this is a moisturizer that when you put it on your face, you're like, wow, it's actually doing something and improving the look of my skin as I put it on. I really appreciate that this is a heavier one, especially with going into the colder months, although in Virginia we don't get that cold for an extended period of time. But to have this as an option for my daytime moisturizer has been absolutely fantastic. My skin has been responding really well to my current skincare routine. And if any of y'all didn't know, you know now. The way I like to do skincare is I incorporate new things very slowly. I use them until they get used up, and then we'll try something else while also still using favorites and holy grail ones so that I can have balance while trying new things. But this one, it's got a really good, this is probably like 15 at Walmart, and it just does a lot of good for my face. So for the price point and the formula, definitely one that I would repurchase if I didn't already have moisturizers lined up that I'm going to be using after this one, but would definitely recommend. Other skincare item I've been using is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Plus Caffeine Eye Gel Cream. Now this one, I'm pretty sure it was like at least 20, potentially more than that, which I understand that eye creams are exorbitantly more expensive than like moisturizers or toners or things like that. I have used up, or probably at the halfway point. This has lasted me quite a few months when it comes to skincare, especially eye cream. I appreciate something that's in a smaller size because of how much you just a touch, just titchy bit, just a kiss of product, and it goes a long way around the eye area. I haven't been someone who uses eye cream fairly regularly. I definitely bring my moisturizer up under that eye area and around here because my dry spots that I get are typically in the under eye area, side area here, sometimes on this, but mostly just this like glasses area. I've been using this in my morning and nighttime skincare routine, and it's pretty good. It's nice. It'll be interesting to see. I actually hauled a few newer eye cream products to see because I don't have a huge amount of experience with these and seeing and knowing results and how my under eyes react to other products. Like I said, my skincare routine has been really nice recently. Since I've been the 3 to 11 and I've actually had the will to live and the will to actually take care of myself and do my skincare routine, it's been pretty spot on. And this one does feel nice. It feels very hydrating. I'm not sure how much of the caffeine really boosts like the plumpness or the reduction of any sort of wrinkles or dark spots or anything like that. It's been nice. Like I said, my face hasn't fallen off. My skin hasn't blown up into a horrible something something. And so for now, I've definitely been enjoying this. I appreciate that it is fragrance free because I don't, with the makeup and the whatever, but when it comes to skincare, like why the fuck are we putting in we're just like, here's this nice skincare thing for your skin. And then let's put a aromatic bomb of perfumey in there that's going to irritate your skin. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But this has been really nice. Not sure if I would repurchase it. I'll probably come back to talk about that as I use other eye creams. But for right now, it's been really nice to have. I've been enjoying it as a step in my skincare routine. Another little favorite are these e.l.f. Squeeze Me lip balms. I got my first one at Walmart, and then I think the other flavors, scents, whatever they are, at Walmart, and then I had to go to Ulta to get one because these are so good, so nice. They're thicker than a just regular like chapstick, but they're not like thick and goopy. They add a nice layer of hydration, a nice bit of shine, a couple of the other colors. They've got strawberry, peach, and grape. They all smell amazing. I mean, this is the melon, the honeydew, and it smells so fresh, so clean. Doesn't smell like perfumey fake honeydew. It just smells sweet and light and fresh. The strawberry, the peach, and the grape have a bit of a tint to them, and it's not so much like you're getting color from it as you're getting something that just kind of enhances the look of your natural lips, which is something that I've been really looking forward to and really enjoying as a makeup look. If I've got a stain on or a less hydrating lip product, I will take one of these and kind of add that layer of moisture as well as that, glossy, healthy look on my lips. They're fantastic on their own. I have a got a split on the corner of my mouth, and I just put it on there and I let it sit, and it has really helped with keeping it hydrated in the healing process. These are like $4. Absolutely love them. They're cute. They're aesthetic. They work well. They smell good. Absolute favorite all around. Then I've got to include a cell phone game that I have been playing for months, probably going on a year here soon. And it's funny because I saw like one, maybe two ads for it, and I was like, kitties and cooking and nice, calm, casual, decompressing music. I will click your game. I will download your game. And let me tell you, Cats and Soup is the name of the game. I spent months playing this game with ads. And I'm talking like those really stupid, it's an app ad, but it kind of also feels like a money laundering scheme because you're just like, this, I don't understand. It's like, oh no, the mom and the child are off and frozen in the lake and you got to save the kid. And then just, I went through months, and these weren't like short little ads. These were like 30-second ads, and I busted my butt getting the points, grinding. You collect little, they have events and you collect little snails, and then you can turn those in for like fancy point stuff. And I will say, since then, I have paid the $2.99 to get it 30-month ad-free. Some of the best money I have ever spent. I love this game so much. It's cute, it's adorable, it's got cats, it's got a lot of playability. Without the ad-free, it is awful because you have to sit through those awful, like it's the most awful ads ever, but you still have access to a lot of things. I continuously, every month, it's part of my monthly me budget, is getting it ad-free. You can dress the cats up, you go fishing, you collect points, you make your recipes better, and it's just got a lot of different elements of playability. If you love cats and you love some nice little tappy kind of decompression, I definitely recommend it. It's calm, it's soothing, it's engaging. I've definitely spent more money on it than I should, though they do still provide a nice amount of free stuff that you can get if you're not ad-free and if you're not like making in-game purchases. I have also gotten a lot of stuff that they just give you for being in the game, which I think is really nice and important for that sort of platform. Really, really love it. I'm gonna have had some pictures of my cats in their little outfits in their little rooms. It's just a lot of fun. And honestly, with that being said, I'm going to call it on this video of hits and misses. If you've made it this far, give yourself a giant gold fucking star. You deserve it for listening to me babble on about God only knows what for nearly 30 minutes at this point. I'd love to hear about what you all are loving down below. Like this video, subscribe if you would like, leave a comment, boost my non-existent algorithm so that we can get out into the world and find more like-minded individuals. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!